Hi, welcome to Yoga Stretch with me, Lisa Marie. Let's begin sitting down today. Remember, the yoga stretches are always a little bit easier than the yoga tones. So when you're deciding what ones you want to do, if you want something harder, you can always do some of the yoga tones or even chunk them together. If you want an easier practice, if you're feeling a bit delicate or you've had a hard workout in the gym and you just want a floor stretch, then you could do a yoga tone. And if you want a little bit of both, why not do one yoga tone with one yoga stretch? All right, let's begin. I hope you're feeling good today. Sitting down, maybe you want to sit on your block under your butt. If not, just sitting comfortable. Just remove any fleshy tissue from your buttocks so your seat bones can ground. Let's make a mudra. So we've got the first finger and thumb gently touching and extend our fingers and our arms. And let's just begin to breathe. Close your eyes. Ensure that everything is turned off on your phone so you're not going to get any distractions coming through while you're doing this practice with me. And breathe in slowly in and out through your nose. Be aware if your mind is jumping about to different places, different timelines. Guide yourself back to your breath. Maybe count your breath. This is something I recommend a lot because I know it really helps to anchor you here in this present moment of time, to count your breath. It's something that I do as well when I'm breathing or if I'm partaking in a practice with someone else, I count my breath. And open your eyes, take your head, your right ear towards your right shoulder and stretch down to your mat with your left arm, feeling this stretch here in the side of your neck. Maybe if you're more advanced, you can add a very gentle pressure above, but don't collapse the spine. Stay seated and just, it's very gentle. There's hardly any pull at all with this area of the body. Okay, let's roll the head forward to the other side. Ear to the shoulder. Again, you'll notice my spine is very straight, so just check in on yourself. Making it harder, right hand pushes down. And just by doing that, you'll feel it increase here, the stretch. But I'm not collapsing, okay? I'm sitting super tall. And then the level 3, obviously a little harder, is just a little bit of pressure. It's one area of the body that you have to be very careful with. So be mindful not to yank and pull your head ever. And roll the head, hands on your legs. Roll side, front, side. Good, come back to the front. Bring your fingertips together in front of your chest and just rotate a little bit and look at the elbow as you twist. How is that feeling? Do you have any stiffness in your body today? And then as you twist, extend the arm out. So you'll find that you can go a little bit further by doing that, but just check that your back is straight again. You're not collapsing into your back. Good. Okay, from here, bring your hands, you might be able to see, it's a little boy on his skateboard. Walk your hands out as far as you can. You may want to use your blocks for this if you're a beginner. The blocks are really nice to use for that one. Keep your seat bones down. Make sure your bottom is on the mat now, not on a block. And just come onto your spider fingers, actually. So these are what I call the spider fingers. If you've been doing lots of my yoga, then you'll know anyway. Elongating your spine and looking just at the space in between your spider fingers. Can you go any further? And staying on the spider fingers, just walk them to your right side a little bit. Breathe to the center and then to the opposite side. Staying extended arms, staying on the spider fingers. Elongating the back, come back to the middle. Now flatten your hands, lower your head and see how far you can go with this. Push your hips back. Take some big, slow, deep breaths here. And walk your hands in. And just bring your hands into your chest and just take a few breaths. Sorry, I've got a cramp. Yeah. So I've got. No, it's cramped. Huh? I can't hear it.
Maybe we should call it a day, Mum.
No, it's all right. I can't hear that. I mean, it's very... Okay. All right. I think I'm all right. Did you screenshot that, yeah? So I just kind of walked back, so I'll just act as if I'm walking back. And just bring your hands into your heart. Take a few breaths here. And as you're doing that, change your legs to the opposite side. Remove any fleshy tissue again in your buttocks. And we're going to walk our spider fingers back out again like we did on the first side. Just notice any differences between the sides. You will often find one side is better than the other and easier than the other. And just look at that space between your fingers. Walk to your right side with the spider fingers. Keep looking at that space. Straighten the arms. Come to the middle. Take it to the other side. Elongating. To the middle. And now flatten those hands. Maybe go a little bit lower and drop your head down. Taking some big, deep breaths in and out here. Pushing those hips back. Slowly walk your hands in. Bring your hands into the prayer. Breathing in those high vibrations of love, kindness, and compassion for yourself, for humanity, for the earth, and for all the other species here with us that we share the earth with. Lovely. Bring the feet forward. We are going to take your right foot, flexing it over the top of the left thigh. I'm going to turn sideways because you can see me a little better here. Now, you're going to be bringing that leg in. Hands can be facing backward. That's not a problem. As far as you can until you feel the stretch on the outside of your right thigh. Drop your shoulders. Now maybe you can get really up close like this, but if you can't, there is no problem and no need to worry and no need to judge. You are just on your own little unique yoga journey on your mat, and what you do, it doesn't matter. You're here, you're trying, you're putting in the effort, and you are achieving, because every day that you turn up to practice, you are achieving. So well done. Keep your buttocks down. Straighten that spine. Try and pull your shoulders back. And breathe a little bit deeper. Flex that right foot. Can you go any closer with your hands to your butt? Is your buttocks down on the ground? Are you breathing very slowly and deeply in through both nostrils, allowing the air and the prana to circulate to all the areas of your body that you need it? And gently, gently release. Brilliant. Change legs. So we're going to bring that left one over, flex in. Remember, as a beginner, you may only get to here. That might be your limit. That is fine. But if that's not your limit, then you're just going to keep coming forward, using your hands, maybe lifting your butt to move you forward. Drop your butt down, pull your shoulders back, and just breathe here. That's it. Deep, slow inhale and exhale. Can you go any further with those hands? Can you bring your chest closer to your right foot? How is that feeling? Can you feel it in the outside of your right thigh? The abductor muscles, the gluteals. And kindly, slowly release. Well done. We're going to turn the hands the opposite way now. Fingers are facing to your feet. And we're going to go into upward facing table, which is really good for stretching our shoulders. So feet are down, take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, lift your body up. Now, ideally, your body should resemble a little bit like a table. However, if you can't get your hips up this high, don't worry. Just do what you can. Breathe. Push those feet in, push those hands down. Lift your hips. Can you go any higher? Make sure your feet are open. Slowly lower. Beautiful. Give your legs a little hug. Take hold of your feet and walk your feet forward as far as you can. I'm going to move my bottom back as well because I'm running out of mat space. Flexing those feet, looking forward. Now, if you're a beginner, you may not have been able to get into this position. You will therefore take a strap and you're going to keep your back straight and stay here with the flexed feet. Your strap's probably going to be longer than mine as well. So as long as your knees are straight and your back is straight and you can feel something happening in the back of the legs, that's what you want. My more advanced people, if that is you, then your hands are on your feet. Drop the shoulders away from your ears, straighten your back, and start to bring the elbows down towards the shins. Emphasis on straight back and flexed feet and straight knees. That's our three main key areas for this posture. If you're using the yoga strap, be gentle, be kind. Ensure that your knees are completely straight. Ensure that your back is straight. Maybe you can check a mirror, or if you have someone in the room with you, just ask them to check for you. And if you're really not sure, you can also use your hand to feel. Deep, deep breaths. Hear your breath, feel your breath. And release. Good, well done. So remember, when we flex the feet, we are also stretching into the calf muscle. That's why it's quite a difficult stretch, that one, because we're not just doing the hamstrings here, we're doing the calf muscles as well. So there's like five muscles actually. All right, from here, we are gonna lay down and bring the knees in and just move them a little bit from one side to the other side. Extend the legs, flex your feet and just open into straddle. Put your hands on your inside of your calf muscle and just gently press here. Head must be on the ground. So if you can't get your head on the ground, place a yoga block or a prop underneath your head. Relax your shoulders. Now what I'd like you to do is just bring your legs in and out. Now as you go in, you're going to resist against your arms. So I'm pushing down with my arms and I'm squeezing up with my legs. So it's as if I'm working in the gym on a machine. So I'm pushing 1, 2, 3, 4, and then completely release and use your hands to push. And again, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then release and push. Keep the knees straight and just keep doing that in your own tempo. So you're going to do about 4 counts with a push and then release the legs, but you just keep pushing with the hands. Remember to breathe, don't hold your breath. One more time. And bend the knees. Flex the feet, so you're in like a frog position. Ease those knees back. Keep the feet flexed, knees together. And I'd like you to have a 90-degree angle here and the arms above the head. Arms above the shoulders here. You might just want to cut that bit out actually. Okay. And arms above the shoulders here. Now, keeping the abdominals firm and the lower back pressed into your mat, we are going to extend the opposite arm and leg. Now, if you've done my other videos, you'll know that coordination is not always easy for everyone. So you may find that you can't do this. Upper body and lower body coordination together is the hardest thing to do. That's a fact. So if you're really struggling to do the opposite, you're kind of like, oh, this is like, or this is what happens. Often the leg goes the same way and the same arm. Then what I'd like you to do is just do the legs first and then do the arms after, okay? Rather than all together, because otherwise you won't get much out of it. So squeeze those legs, opposite arm and leg. Squeeze those legs. And if you're really struggling with this, then your coordination, this is one that you could practice regularly, maybe 3 times a week. You could do this. And your coordination is a trainable skill, which means the more you do it, the better it becomes. We're going to do one more. Remember, maybe you're just doing the legs and the arms separately, and then hold. Good. From here, we're just going to take the knees to the left side, bring your arms over to the right side and stretch. Press the knees together. And go the opposite way, knees all the way over, arms, knees together if you can, and reach to the other side. Close your eyes, focus inwardly on your breathing. And again, back to the first side. Twist, knees together. Squeeze them together, squeeze them down. And lift the knees, other side. Last time. And back to the center. Good, bring the knees in, just a little movement again into the lower back. Maybe circling. The knees are to the chest. Close your eyes and just gently move your knees from side to side, massaging your lower back into your mat. Place your feet onto the ground now, parallel, spread your toes. Lift up onto your feet, lifting your hips, and interlace your fingers underneath your back, pushing your hands down. If this is difficult, you can just have your hands by the side of you. Push your hips up to the sky, squeezing your buttocks. Push your feet down. Make sure your feet are parallel. And feel your breath. Slowly release here. Bring your knees back in. Kiss your knees. And we're going to open up into starfish position. And again, bring the knees in, kiss the knees. Open up into starfish. Stretch. Kiss the knees. Open up into starfish. One more time, kiss the knees. Open up into starfish. Good. And just relax the hands onto the belly, relax the shoulders. Let's just take some breaths here into the stomach, into the chest. Eyes are closed still. Remembering the breath work is so important during the practices, so please don't miss any of the breathing that we do. Feel your abdomen and your chest opening, expanding. Can you sink any further down into your mat? Feeling your body heavy beneath you. Maybe counting your breath as you inhale and exhale. And just bring your knees in, bend them, roll over to one side, gently. Sitting up, slowly coming to face the front, crossing your legs into a comfortable position of choice, removing any fleshy tissue, maybe sitting on a yoga block or a prop. Palms facing the ceiling or the sky, relax your shoulders, sit up tall through your back, close your eyes and just continue with your breath here. Be kind to the mind, but just be aware of any distractions. If they come, just let them go. Remember, the first thing is being aware of them. So if you notice yourself moving into different thoughts, maybe of the past or the future, that is the awareness. So then bring yourself to the present moment. Maybe you want to repeat the word love, or kindness, or compassion. They're all three really beautiful, high vibrational words and feelings. Maybe you want to count your breath. Whatever it is that is working for you today. You could also repeat an affirmation, or you could give some gratitude. Being grateful is also something that we need to practice every single day. What is it that you're grateful for today? There's so many things that we can take for granted, and we should spend time every day to be grateful. So maybe while you're breathing, just go through what you're grateful for. And open your eyes. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful day. I'll see you next time. Well done.